What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Errol, The Truth Spence, and Terence Bud Crawford. Terence Bud Crawford reveals the round that he feels personally they should have stopped the fight. And this is what he had to say. He said he feels like after the 7th round, his team should have came in and stopped the fight. He said the team might have believed in Errol because Errol kept getting up. Errol kept coming. Errol's a warrior. But he said he feels the team, his team, Errol's team, should have stopped the fight and saved him from himself, because that could have inflicted very serious damage thereafter. And let me counterpunch. You see fighters like Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, the rematch, where he was bleeding out of his mouth, his eyes, his nose, his ears, okay? And he was just getting beat up. He was already dropped twice, and the way he was moving around, stumbling around, lets you know that he did not have his legs under him, okay, at all. And Errol Spence was in the same predicament. He was in the same position, okay? And Mark Breland stopped that fight in the 7th round, regardless of what JD said, regardless of what Deontay Wilder wanted. He stopped that fight. And a lot of people believe that Mark Breland saved Deontay Wilder's career for him having more serious damage than the damage that he claimed, or people claim that he had, egg weight form and cracked skulls and dented skulls, and, well, dented skulls. They didn't have cracked skulls. That would have made more sense, because skulls can crack. You know what I mean? But other than that, using that as an example, that just shows you what should have happened. And Terence Crawford is letting it be known, like, look, that fight should have been over in the 7th. Because after I dropped him, there wasn't really much they could do. They should have stopped the fight, because they should have protected Errol from himself if they claim to care for Errol. And I have to agree, based on the example that I gave you at the beginning of the breakdown. Mark Breland did the right thing, and it shows you as an example of somebody caring for their fighter, what you're going to do for their fighter to stop the fighter from being seriously further damaged. And it just reflects Derrick James. And see if that fight would have happened if the referee, Harvey Dock, shout out to him, if he wouldn't have came in and stopped that fight, Derrick James would have still been looking there expecting Errol Spence to do something that he's always seen him do. But unfortunately in this fight, he couldn't do, based on the skill set, okay? Based on who he was fighting, based on the style of the person he was fighting. He couldn't do anything with him, period. Okay, and he hit Terence Crawford, some good punches. Terence took that shit, ate it like a Big Mac, and kept on coming. What else you got? Then he kept on thumping. So yeah, I agree with Terence Crawford. A lot of these fighters have to be saved from themselves, and it's up to the discernment of the referee, not the referee. Well, yes, the referee, but the team. The team should make that call, because the team supposed to know, hey, I've never seen Errol like this before, therefore, let's stop this shit. I love this fighter, and I want him to win too. But guess what? He's not going to win today, and I don't want to see him hurt. But the pride of life, people, can seep in, could raise his ugly head. And I think that's what was happening. So if it wasn't for somebody that intervened, Errol Spence may be in a worse position that he was in. The only difference is Errol Spence didn't have to worry about looking at his team, because he knew, hey, the better man won tonight. There wasn't 100 excuses. And that's how you do it. And that's why I have mad respect for Errol, The Truth Spence. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Terence Crawford stating that round 7 was supposed to be the round that they should have stopped the fight. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!